stream will begin shortly. Please stand by.
I just raced across the house Formula 1 style to get my bottle of water because I had completely forgotten it. And I was just having a bag of cookies. I finished my bag of cookies and then I wanted water and there wasn't water, so I had to fucking like Monaco Grand Prix around my house. But we're here now. Let's get it started. Hello there and welcome back. My name is Paul, aka Modus. As always, I hope you've had an amazing week, and today is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, which means Till the Abyss is out now. Brother, Modus is back. I had to finish my bottle of water. Dogma, dude. Yes, very long time no see indeed. Pretty sure I saw your name back in the Twitch days, so three rounds of applause for you. Welcome back to me. It all comes back to me. Like the Oblivion lyrics. Oh man, there is literally zero preparation for this stream. Other than I just opened the Meganova project and I realized there isn't even that much to do left. Like, it's the second pre-drop and then revamp the second drop, and that's it. Like, production-wise, then we have to sort out the whole mixing aspect. Also, yes, Emolga. But I want to talk a bit about this thing which just came out everywhere yesterday. Brother, what the heck? new modus for the first time in 37 billion trillion years. And something tells me, I don't know, I have a hunch that this isn't the last you'll hear of this new release cycle. There's more to it than meets the eye. There's more to it that meets the present time. So yeah, we're here today for two things. First, celebrate the release of Tale of Abyss with Steven Spies and Touring. What the a collab with an Emmy award-winning film composer and an opera-tier singer. What the heck? What the That's pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, Holy is right. Holy is right. Let me play you guys a little snippet of it. Right? Here it is. Tale of Abyss. It's out now. You can stream it with the link that's pinned in chat. How about we just like play it and we just jam to it, huh? Should I actually listen to it? I'm shoving it down your throat now anyway. Here we go. Tomorrowland, put your hands up in the air now! Okay, Alan Walker. It's not triplets, it's offbeat. They're not the same. That was triplets. Project Breakdown this Friday, by the way.
It's a mystery, it's an unknown, an enigma, yes or no, a sea and ocean for me to roam, to find my home, search my soul.
Scarlet, the Scarlet, insert anything here. Oh, this is just majestic.
The stories told.
Here. There we go. We got the filter. it's triplets. Klong. Klong. All right. There it is, boys. Till the Abyss is out now everywhere, and it sounded like that. And now you get to hear it without my comments. Aridian, Jesus. Paul, can you even English? Aridian 95. What's up? Hello. Welcome to this production stream that is where we have not done a single bit of production yet. We're just yapping professionally. Imagine if you did this but then realized it was actually set to release next week. Can you imagine? And can you imagine that, I'm just gonna say here, this may not be the only thing Steven and I have worked on. May not be the only one. Who knows? Maybe. At some point. Sooner rather than later. Very soon rather than very later. Maybe. Just maybe. There's something else on the way. Just no! I refuse! I won't confirm nor deny. In fact, I've been talking about post-NYP, but the thing is, maybe post-NYP doesn't even exist. Maybe it's just a marketing strategy. Maybe it's just a social experiment. Maybe post-NYP is just a social experiment designed to test the hype through scarcity marketing strategy. Who knows? Maybe I've been just trolling you all this time and there is no post-NYP and I'm just quitting music after Till Abyss. So yeah, it's just, yeah. 2026 will be the year of Astro Bass. I mean, I've never wanted you to be more right. There hasn't been a time where I've wanted you to be more right. I wish you're right. I really, really wish you're right. Modus is actually over. No, not the... There. Modus is gone. Just be gone. He's gonna delete all his songs and website and yes, and I'm going to replace it with a YouTube gaming channel. Where I'm going to play Dead by Daylight, Among Us, and Fall Guys, and maybe some Fortnite. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Modus takes off his mask to reveal Xylent and then immediately deletes his channel. So like, do I just like peel off my skin now? Just Rush on Craft, Let's Play series, can't wait. Yeah. Well, hello there, guys. It's how would I Markiplier, Modusplier? Hi there, this is Modusplier, and welcome to Rush on Craft. This is a new Minecraft mod that allows you to experience the Rushdown artist roster. And wouldn't that just be amazing? You know. Alright, if only there was enough content to feed more than a 3-hour stream. Oh, there's content, alright. There is content. The content is what you want it to be. Maybe the real content was the friends we made along the way. Is when is create compat? Is this some Minecraft jargon? I'm not realizing. I'm not noticing. Or is there some Minecraft jargon I don't know about? All right. So I was just thinking we get to the Meganova project and see if we can get closer to finishing it, if not finishing the demo track today. Finishing it entirely, I'm not too sure about. Maybe we could do that, but the planets are going to have to align. The many stars are going to have to align for that to happen. Things are going to have to flow very, very flowingly for that to happen. The real content was the moduses we made. Yeah, the real modus was the protocols we made along the way. Has anyone ever tried 160 BPM? Yes, Barely Alive has tried it, for a fact. I know that. And I mean, I've tried 165 BPM DMB. It's in Meganova. It's in drop 2. I don't know, maybe. Create is a very awesome automation mod for Minecraft. He's asking if I like compatibility between automation mod, but like what kind of automation? Because like what does automation mean in the realm of Minecraft? Where's the Rushdown Craft Tech mod expand? When is the Rushdown Craft GPT coming? when is Rushdown GPT coming? I am the text assistant that can give you all the lore, that can teach you all about the lore of every Rushdown artist that has graced this label. So before we jump into Meganova, I just want to remind you guys that this Friday we will switch out the Friday chill for something else. We're gonna be doing the Till Abyss project breakdown. Yeah, Friday, March 27th. I think I'm going to roll back the time of the stream a little bit. So I'm gonna start a little bit earlier, maybe the same time as this stream. So like Friday, 7 p.m., maybe 8 p.m. That could work. 8 p.m. might be a little late because like I'm counting on 2.5 to 3 hours, and I don't want to have dinner by 11 p.m., which is what I tend to do on Saturdays anyway. But Saturdays are like the exception. 75 p.m. DMB. Can you imagine just the slowest DMB drop of all time? Belts machines. Oh, so like automation as in like mechanical stuff that moves? Huh? Okay. Something conveyor belts? Alright. Shall we get to Meganova, boys? Let's jump in. Guys, welcome one and all to Tuesday Tunes with me, Modus Live. Yes, Till Abyss is out now, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta produce. I gotta get some work done. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into it. God, I love this macro pad, dude. I love this macro pad. I don't have to touch OBS anymore. Well, barely. And with the new layout that's coming soon, even less. I'm only gonna have to touch OBS for one thing, for one feature. One new feature coming to feedback. And well, the whole stream really, because that feature applies to the whole stream. But like especially useful for feedback. It's just, yeah. Good evening. Do you English, bro? 10 BPM and enable halftime, so it's 5. Yes, and then do one kick every 2 bars, so it's 2.5 BPM. Arknights and field. Guys, I can't with the Minecraft jargon. All I know, like all I remember is that my fondest memories of Minecraft, my like most solid memories of Minecraft are like 1.5, 1.6. That was my peak of playing Minecraft. The rest was just like, after that, it was just maybe like create the occasional like 200 mod world with a couple friends and then like play for 2 days. Or like speed run the game, get to the end dragon, and just be done with it. But the thing where I like built all these things, I had a whole world. It's probably still somewhere in here on my computer. I had a whole world on Minecraft 1.5.2. I wanna see if I'm like try to be more specific. 1.5.2, I believe. But yeah, it was just fun memories of that. But anywhere after that, I just lost track. When Microsoft bought Mojang, I just lost track. And now I don't even know what the newest features are. I don't even know what like new mobs they added, what new animals. If they added a rabbit or an antelope. I have no idea. I really am not aware. But what I am aware of is that this project is starting to near completion, production-wise. If I finish the song today, exporting stems is going to take a very long time on this. It's going to take 2 to 3 hours because, well, first I gotta organize all of this hot mess, which, yeah, it looks very organized, but in reality, it's a mess. It's just a fancy color-coded mess. It's just a fancier mess, but it is still a mess. So I have to organize tracks in groups so I can export stems, so I can automate the process of exporting stems. And then once I have the stems, I'm gonna bring them to a separate stem out mixing and mastering project. Yes, I export stems to mix and master nowadays. What I used to do before is I exported groups of stems. So like all of these instruments, all of this would be one stem, the sub would be another stem, then the kick would be another, the snares, and then the hats, all of the hats, so like rides, cymbals, all that would be its own stem, but like all of the hats. And then all of the other percussion, so like toms, fillers, taiko drums, foley, that would all be in its own stem. Nowadays, I am a little bit more specific. And I try to have like categories of basses. So like basses in one stem, and then synths on another stem, and then closed hats on one stem, rides on another. Crash cymbals will have their own stem. Same with like taikos and then foleys and all that. That will all have its own stem. So nowadays I try to be a little bit more specific, because that also just gives me more control of. For example, I get to perfect the shape of the sidechain, for example, on the sub versus everything else. So, if I'm already trying for the sub to not overlap with the kick at all, so I am sidechaining the instruments to the exact length and shape of the kick. If there are any inconsistencies, I will fix them all. I will fix them all on the stem out. Then some like final volume inconsistency, so some gain staging, get the sub to be a fixed stable volume all throughout, because right now it's probably all over the place. I hate organizing my project. It's a very bad habit, but I can't help myself. Yeah, it's just it goes against the flow. Like when you're working and you just want to get this idea out, the organization step is a hurdle in that. And I get it, right? So I tend to do my organization at the end. So when I'm done with the project, before I export stems, then I'll like start organizing things just so I can export the stems. But one thing that does help is to just have a bit of a template. Which I've got here. All of these groups are just from a template. So instruments, drums, automation, and then within instruments, there's these 2 bottom channels which are reserved for the sub and any other sub-like instruments, right? But yeah, all of this came from a template, and then I just got used to color coding my samples, because the like default like vomit green and poop brown of the audio clips that that FL Studio does by default just wasn't really very aesthetic. So I just got used to like color coding, and it's just like I don't even think about it. It's just become an innate part of the process. But yeah, let's Meganova for a bit, and then let's figure out what we can do to get this track closer to completion.
Super. Hyper. Ultra.
You did? So big. Thank you. Star Nuke. Try to get NYP into the cinemas. You're gonna need to go through me if you want that, cause you know licenses and permission and all that stuff. Just saying, you can't just unilaterally decide to do that.
Meet modus.
Donkey! I need to flesh that out a little bit. Change the phrase. Meganova! I'm missing a sample there. Yeah, but especially this last part, forget about it. This is very whipped, very rough. Yeah! Now, there's gonna be an actual ending here, okay? But yeah, it will go all the way up to 200. How will it sound when you distort it hard on the master? Probably even cleaner than this. It's gonna sound like tight, gritty, but still cleaner than whatever the fuck this is, because there is zero mixing work going into. Well, there's some amount of consideration for the mix going here, but the sub bass is probably all over the place. I really gotta get that under control. So those are all things that will be much easier to do once I just have a full out waveform render of the sub bass. I'll just be able to see where it peaks out, so I can just balance it all out, right? Because right now, when I look at this, I have no fucking idea what loudness this is at, right? So just once I stem it out and I get a full length view of the whole sub, I can just see which subs are this loud and which subs are this loud, and then compensate for them, right? Just like bring it all to more. That's the same though. Signalis. Okay, so let's see if we can flesh out the change of phrase here, because I need at least a couple more notes here. You know? So maybe we can use something like a spectral gated piano or something like that. Piano spectral gated. Oh, we already have a spectral gated piano. What the fuck is this? This is not a piano. this isn't a piano. What have you done to my piano, Doom 3? What have you done to my piano? I replaced it. The piano is dead. I am the piano now. This is very crushed, huh? Okay, there's some faint hints of sound in there, but I can just spectral gated transition. This breakdown. I'll break down. No. Okay. Okay, I need to rethink this. Piano spectral gated number 2. I'm gonna make this the same color. Tis the nature of having unlimited, virtually unlimited mixer tracks on FL Studio. I can just make another one. Piano, pia maybe, pia yes. Tre hua piano, bei feng sha. Get WP in here, stat. Oh. No. Ah. Okay. That one works. Now, I think there was an ADSR envelope to this. Yeah, we can literally just add a tag to the piano. We can, so I'm just going to disable the spectral gate and just gonna make this piano sound like not a piano. See that? It's pretty sick. Now, was there any way of adjusting the tension curve of the tag, or is this all I get? I think this is all I get. No. Pretty sure that's all I get. Did you already mention Telebis is out now? Yes, at least 17 times, which means I gotta do it 17 more to meet today's quota. Okay. Oh, pretty. Ding ding dum. Just standard ass major chord. Okay. Now, let's say I want to automate that amount of spectral gating. Oh, we're in triplets. Whatever I do, I gotta get that hammer sound in the low end out of the equation. Maybe that's just what I need. Just to like bam past the piano. Maybe that is just what I need. And then give me a C, give me an R, give me an O, give me a W, give me a D. Crowd chamber. Yeah, sounded better in my head. Get this out of my screen. What if the Tail Abyss isn't the real Tail Abyss? It's the title track of an album using a shadow drop. No. No, that's not happening. Sorry to break it to you. Oh. Okay. I am not lying. Tail Abyss is not part of an album. But it is not the only thing I've done with Steven. There's something else coming out very soon, which I've also done with Steven. Wow, wow, wow. And then I do want these last two to have a little bit more of a hit. So let's see about that. Oh yeah, because of the multiband delay just adds a bunch of latency to that because of the delay. It's not really latency, it's just byproduct of the delay. Just take that. Yeah, see? Jesus, FL Studio, take it easy. You need water? Here, take what? Can you imagine? Modus breaks his computer. No, what the why is it not letting me? What the heck? Oh, it's because of the tempo automation? You serious? Like, yeah? Okay. The tempo automation here is making it so that when I cut here, it cuts before. What the heck? It's like displacing my cuts. It's weird. Jesus Christ, Paris, Ojo! Okay, I should probably mute this now. And then get the real two piano notes here. Delete this. Delete. And this is muted because... No, that's not muted. So what is muted? Huh? I guess it's because there's something here. There's some sort of tape stop automation. No. What is causing this piano to be muted? So the sound's coming out of there. Yeah. Oh. What? Well, why the fuck was it at 0 before? and it still wasn't playing. What the heck? So there's a oh, well, there it is. Okay. So that's why. Okay, there it is. No, God. My automation work is just impeccable. Gotta automate that a little bit, like humanize that a little more. Sir? Get me some volume in there. Okay, I kind of like that. And then maybe record this. I have an idea. OTT. You guys are very trigger happy with your OTTs. Not gonna lie. You guys use your OTT very willy-nilly. Very willy-nilly. That'll do. Just need to get this and then reverse it. Just a little bit of reverse tail going in there, you know? Yes. Oh, perfect. So that last F carries forward to this. Yeah, no hit. Make one song without OTT challenge impossible. Yeah, dude. I like that. Let's just raise the volume of the piano here for this. Should we delay this? The thing is... Oh. Key pitch. Oh, there we go. Okay. So key pitch. Yeah, no. That should just be on. And is there already a volume automation that controls the delay of the piano? Yes, there is. It's right here. Cool stuffs. What is this, brother? What? Get this out of here, fucking. Get this out of here presently. Please. Why is there another tempo automation? What is happening? Yes. Paul of the past, you have you have many explanations to make. You have many things to explain. Brother. I should probably bring this down further. Tempo gain a little. No, it's just me. I doubled the tempo automation and put it there for some reason, you know? Things I can't explain, part 2 billion. So let me just do a little bit of, you know, organization work here. The part no one likes. Organizing? What the f is that? See, excuse you? Excuse you. I love my OTT and no one can take it away from me. I mean, yeah, it's cool when used properly. It's like when people flex about like the only thing on their mastering chain is a soft clipper. Guys, that's not the flex you think it is. That's not that's not the flex you think it is. That's not how it works. Yeah, a soft clipper on your master clips things. Yes. You could also clean them up and not need a soft clipper at all. I don't use a soft clipper on my masters. My masters look like actual mastering chains. You know? Well, this is spectral gated piano. God, this music is so cool. Shut up, Bejeweled Twist. First piano. Like the Frank's Red Hot ads. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry, cultural differences. I'm not American. Okay, I think we're good, right? Put everything where it needed to be. Okay. Okay, we're good. The tempos are multiple. Yes. Okay, let's carry this forward a little more. Let's raise it just a little more. Okay, now finally for the delay automation. Where was it? Here. Yeah, just enough so it carries forward a little bit of the momentum from the end of the breakdown. That's perfect. That's perfect. Maybe I should sidechain this in. Yes. So the impact plays unimpeded without the delay from the piano. Yes. Solve for X to get the tempo. Emphasis is good for cleaning up your master a little, but not always. Yeah, but emphasis is no longer just a soft clipper. Like, it's an actual mastering limiter. So, but the thing is, emphasis will do its job best when you've done the prior job of cleaning things up, and please don't give your limiter a redlining input. Make sure your master does not go above 0 at any point in your song before feeding it to the limiter, because then the limiter won't be doing its job, its real job of flavor, of adding flavor. So instead of the limiter adding flavor, it's going to have to do damage control. If you feed it a redlining signal, a signal that is going above 0 before it even hits the limiter. Just make sure you keep everything under control so the limiter can do the thing that it's designed for instead of damage control, right? It's just, I see people just redlining, just super trigger happy with their pre-masters all the way up to like +5 dB, and it's like, hey, just my soft clipper fixes everything. No, it fucking doesn't. And the thing is, oh, like, you don't need all this because it sounds good to me. Yeah, but the thing is, it's sounding good to you, but maybe you just don't know how much better it could be if you actually did like a proper mastering chain for it. You know? Like, if you say you're okay with using a soft clipper on the master, it's probably because you're missing out, or you're not really aware of how much better it could be. So just trust me, bro. Or I just throw a mastering preset. Here's the thing. No two songs are alike. No two songs will have the same mastering chain. Because your songs will have different sound design palettes. They'll have different dynamics. They'll have different drums, percussions. That requires a completely different mastering approach. So throwing in a mastering preset basically assumes that all of the songs you're going to feed it are exactly the same or have the exact same qualities, which is almost never never really the case. So yeah, like each track requires its own bespoke process to get every last 1% out of it, you know? Squeeze every last drop of love's dynamics and cleanness out of it. We need the Meganova vocal now. No, love it. Just the right shape, you know? Okay, I'm gonna do one more thing here. I'm gonna add another layer to the dun, 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 dun. Let me see what I can do with East West Play. I might want to throw in some tubular bells or something a little bit more ethnic sounding. Ding dong dong dong. I'm using like Maximus and Nina with a multi-band compressor and whatnot. Yeah, it's just whatever tools you use mostly doesn't really matter. It's just being knowing the ins and outs of your tools, right? Just being knowledgeable of your tools, knowing the limits of your tools, and just using them to their fullest extent. Just doing what you can with the tools you have, you know? Now, what kind of sound would go well here? Dum 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 dum. I would need an octave below that. Maybe just a string bass? Bum 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 bum. Just a string bass? Let's try that. MA1, string slow, spiccato. Bum 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 bum. Ultra Nova reference. I can build up strings. Oh boy. In isolation, this sounds great, but we'll have to wait and see for the context. No, that's yes. There you go. Hello. There you go. That's gonna have to go up in volume significantly, but we can do that. I'll play. Ding dong ding dong. So we're gonna do a bunch of chopping this. Bum 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 bum. So just making it more staccato, really. Oh, I cut this with the wrong timing. Now, a little bit of fade in into the beat here. Now, we don't really need as much bass there because we already have plenty of bass. Oh my god, the 259 mixer tracks. And half of them aren't even the song. They're like the other 4 arrangements that I have. String bass, second build up. it's one of the messier projects of mine for sure. Like, as of late. This is a bass bit. Probably don't need. Okay, but this sounds a little bit unnatural with such a quick fade out, so. Okay, that's one layer, but I feel like we're gonna need some more. So let's call this strings bass, second build up. Bum 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 bum. I need something a little bit more metallic. Bum 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 bum. What exactly can we do here? Tubular bells was my main thing, but that's what I had been thinking. But I wouldn't say I'm like great, but I'm good enough to know what I'm doing to an extent that makes my brain happy. Yeah, but the thing is, like, never settle. Like, I'm always trying to find ways to polish my ears further and see what I can do to get my tracks to sound to that 0.1% cleaner. You know, like last year's masters don't even sound the same as this year's masters of mine. Like, just from one year to the next, the difference is certainly smaller than it used to be. So like from 2019 to 2021, 2022, there was a massive difference. Because I was fundamentally changing my approach, right? But now that I have found my go-to tool set, right? And now that I have the tools that I like to use, and I have grown comfortable with my tool set, and I know how to use it, and I'm just comfortable with it. Now it's just about polishing. So I know that with my tool set I can get my mixes to be perfect. Now it's about how to get there. The thing is, you never really get there because the perfect mix doesn't really exist, right? There's always something. Like, you send your song to a feedback stream, someone out there is going to have something to say about your mix, right? But yeah, it's just about trying to make it that little bit better every time. And while the difference was bigger in my previous years, because I was like in that process of like getting exponentially better with my mix and masters as I like studied for sound technician and all that. Now that I've reached more or less high degree of understanding of the tools that I use, the growth is still there. It's just a little slower, or like smaller, not slower, but smaller, right? So like, we're getting to a point of diminishing returns where my mixes have gotten good enough for 99% of people, but I'm just striving for that little bit more, you know? I don't really care about that 0.1% difference. Thing is, for me, right? For me, that attention to detail really really shows the nature of a producer. Like, producers that don't give a shit and the producers who care. That really says a lot. You know, like being a perfectionist and just like always striving for that little bit better, you know? My goal is, can you hear each element and you will not go deaf after listening to the song? Yeah. And for sure. But now there are some things like, how do I get it to sound as clean and get one more loves out of it? Right? So now there's a whole other set of like tricks, right, to learn and to start pulling all that. So this song would sound like, as it is, it sounds perfectly fine to most people, but I know it can be better than this. So I am gonna get it better than this. Does that make sense? Like, I could export this and probably release it tomorrow if I wanted to. And most people would be fine with it. But just for the sake of my own satisfaction and knowing that I can do better than this, I will do better than this. I am willing to put in the time to eke out that extra 1% of clarity in the mix. And that goes for anything in life, really. Just like striving to be just 1% better every day. 0.1% better every day. Yeah, this is good support, but I'm not really noticing much of it. Like, it's good support, but it's not the main layer I thought it would be. So, bum 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 bum. I already had a bell here. I don't really want to reuse it. What if I transpose it 1 octave down? This may not work, but hey, it's worth a shot. Come on. My FL autosaves too often, but I think that's for the best. Final thing I'm gonna add here is the piano bass, just like we had it in the original Ultranova. So let's add that. Bum 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 bum. So in the original Ultranova, we had this. We had that piano bass, so let's do that here. It's probably time for me to move this down 1 notch. And same thing here. Addictive keys. This is called Ultranova reference to composer strings. So it's this. It's my lack of experience. I've only been doing this for like 5 months. Dude, you got a whole career ahead of you. I've been at this for 11 and a half years by now, so you got plenty of time. You got so much time, dude. Let's do that. I would have, like, 2014 me would have never guessed I'd be where I am now. Like, knowledge-wise, skill-wise. Never. Like, I knew it would get better. Definitely not like this, you know? Alright, let's see. That's more like it. That's more like the driving force that I needed. Bum 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 bum. And the tempo automation is destroying all manner of CPU here. But my computer ain't flinching. Only FL is. Only FL. Yeah. That's more like it. And then let me reverse this. Bum, 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 bum. Piano bass, second build up. Okay, let's get to recording the Meganova vocal. But first, I gotta. You really are gonna hear that tune, huh? Okay, just had to read one email from Steven. The Megan recording montage. This is the recording layout that I use. Okay, so as you know by now, I have several arrangements within this project. They're just like playgrounds for sound design. This is like where the samples from Meganova actually get done, right? So all of the sample pack sound design and the demo track are being all done in the same project, which is probably messy, probably not optimal, but it does work. And I don't have to keep switching projects with all the time that I would spend doing that. I need to select unused channels here. Oh my god, there's a lot of vitals, contacts, and serums I could just get rid of. All these... There's 2 contacts and 1 east-west play here I can just remove. That'll definitely free up some RAM. And the serum presets are probably that I made them... Yeah, I made them and then I have to save the preset because I am gonna... A new thing for this new sample pack will be presets. There'll be presets, so it won't just be a sample pack now. There's a preset pack as well. Okay, we need to record Meganova. So like 1 Meganova. But like not as euphoric, more like stoic. Meganova. Like that. Hello! Okay. I am in FL now. I hooked myself into the mainframe. And let us record. Hi chat. Meganova. Meganova. Oh, that one was the like throat movement in there was pretty cool. Meganova. Meganova. Okay. That'll do. Let's just find which one was the best and run it through the same processing chain as the jump up now that I've got in the pre-drop. So let's fetch that processing chain. Jump up now. It's here, and there's a bunch of processing here. I think it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one, yeah. And then this one goes into the bounced one, yeah. Okay, so it's track 103. So let's... Pretty sure this is the recording. March 24th, yep. Track 103. And now it's going through the same processing. So let's take a look.
Hi, chat. Meganova.
Okay.
Meganova. Meganova.
It'll probably help if I just do Stretch Pro an octave down. That's going to get to sound a little cooler.
Meganova. Meganova. Oh, that one was very good.
A lot of noise gating to do there.
Meganova. 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 Meganova.
I think I'm gonna stick with this one. Okay. How about performance stretching? I mean, yeah. What about this one? Jump up now, drop in, process bounced. It's this one sounds a lot more compressed though.
Jump off now.
That one sounds so much.
Jump off now.
Maybe it's because this one's already going through an. Oh yeah, one was going through an OTT there, right? Upper chorus. So like. Oh no, that one just had a high pass. So why is this still sounding? There's an EQ there. There's a high pass somewhere here. Oh, found it. There you go. I need this to be even more pitched. If I make this a little detuned. Not really. Oh. Okay, that did it. Meganova. The meh sounds a little bit more like me or like meh. Mid. What about some other ones? Meganova. Okay. I still need a little bit more detune in there. Maybe I'm just missing a bit of manipulator detune in here. Let me see about that. Yeah. That's a little more like it. And then about another OTT here. So yeah, this is where the OTT does come in handy, but just in small amounts. We need to compare. Okay, it definitely doesn't have the four-man correction. That sounds a lot more like it, yeah. Let's do that. So I don't know. I'm still missing the stereo-ness of this. Or am I? It probably just has more bass. Okay, so if I were to unassign this. Okay. So now we take this to 107 again. And it's just really adding a little bit of chorus in there. Okay. Maybe it's the vocal synth. It's not really giving me the. Oh. What is that? Oh. Yeah, more width on the first vocal synth. That one sounded pretty close. Oh, yes, dude. Yes. Yes, dude. That's a lot more like it. Meganova, jump up now. And now we put this on to 107 because we bounced it off of this. Yep. Let's test this.
Jump off now. Jump off now. Jump off. Jump off now. Jump off now.
Yeah. Ah! What's my buffer setting looking like? Okay. My buffer's big. Buffer's good. Why is this so heavily panned to the left? What the heck? Okay. Swap this. Ah, it's on the right. Needs to be a little louder. The meh definitely needs to be a little more timed. Okay, okay. Still need a little bit more pizzazz out of that. I still need a little bit more brightness out of that, out of this original vocal, this first vocal. The jump up now is a little brighter. Let me sort that out. Dun, 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 dun. So let's enable that EQ. This the Brighten Meganova. Enable it only on the Meganova and not on the jump up now. I know this is very like micro adjustment kind of thing, but it is what it is.
Jump off now.
That's almost 1-to-1 now with the jump up now. There it is, and then the crowd. So it's like the call is in the pre-drop and the response is in the crowd in the drop. So it's like me going at the mic, here, Meganova, jump up now, and then I give the mic to the crowd and they reply. Okay. Shall we get to revamping the second drop? Who approved of the no fade out sub bass thing? Who Who the fuck approved of this? Paul, I want an explanation. Paul of the past. You have some explaining to do here. But it's only later. It's only here. It's only starting here. What the heck? What the heck? Brother. No. This ain't how we do it here. That's more like it. No clicks. No clicks, no pillows. These ones click because they're on stretch mode. Yep. That's better. Okay. Bing, 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 bing.
Faster. Faster.
Okay, after the faster. So we are doing So basically, kick bass, kick bass, kick bass. But I gotta accentuate that with the stab a little more. I feel like we might use this as a layer for the Kong later. I believe this is this kick 1 from Meganova? So this pack? Yeah, it is. Or maybe kick 2. Okay, this sounds closer to kick 2. So far I only have 4 kicks in Meganova. Maybe I should have more. Like double kick, the typical hardcore move. Yeah. Yeah. And then that's where the pride sinners come in, yeah? Yeah. Fun fact, I use practically only stock full sounds for my drums. Dude, you are missing out. There's so much out there. Like, dude, just go to my website and get the Bass Olympic sample pack, which is free, and you've got like 700 samples from like 30 artists for free. So just go there. There's a little so you'll get like 4 main panels: Supernova, Hypernova, Ultranova, and the Nova bundle. Those are the like paid ones. But then there's a button below that says looking for freebies. You click that and it takes you down to this section of free sample packs. Get the first one, and then if you want, get the other ones. But like Bass Olympics is the why does the when I hover over with the mouse, the modal says click to download Subliminal Remixed. That's wrong. I should probably fix that on the website, but not now. Like the groove kit is kind of but there's a lot, like not just drums. There's a lot of like sound design, synths, growls, pads, arps. Yes, there's the occasional percussion sound. There's also like some guitar samples in there. I think like Trianglory made a few for that, but yeah, there's just there's this video on my channel. I think it's called 37 artists versus 1. I battled an entire label for the craziest basses. So this is 37 artists from Neoluminum versus me. 37v1 bass battle for the craziest sound. So we took turns for like a sound design battle with like, I believe it was 45 minutes each turn. So we did 2 rounds each. And the results from that we put into that free sample pack that you are probably downloading just now. So yeah, that video is a pretty interesting watch as well. You want to take a look at that? Faster. Who the what the fuck, dude? Yeah, this is a lot better. Now we've got that clear 1-2-1-2 motion. Not on my music production computer, but I will. Yeah, just like save them for like bookmark it later. Oh, the clap. Yeah. I should probably make this clap a little louder. Like crowd chants. Yeah. The crashes I also have to retime. Like all of these timings are wrong. I gotta fix all of them. Because when the tempo changes, all of the samples move because they're on resample mode, not on stretch. But if I were to put them all on stretch, then they would all sound weird and artifacty and metallic. Ugh. I need more distortion in this. Sis, I'm not even. I'm muting the entire thing, save for the drums and the sub. This sounds. This is very rough. Like there are some clips here and there, but to be fair, I haven't even like considered mixing and mastering this yet. I'm just producing. I'm just buzzing. And okay, you brought this on yourself. Better now?
Faster.
Not gonna lie, that one kind of slaps. The krung, 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 krung. Not gonna lie, that one kind of went hard, except for the fact that the crowd is just gone, reduced to ashes, reduced to atoms. Hardcore time. Yeah, we're. This is the demo track for my next sample pack. Okay, so you know Supernova, Ultranova, Supernova, Hypernova, Ultranova, and this one is going to be Meganova. Sample pack is going to be coming out sometime this year. The demo track will come out before the pack, so I intend to release this as its own track and then do the reveal. Haha, surprise! It wasn't just a track, like there's a sample pack with it. So yeah. I intend to this to be a showcase of what you can do with mostly the new pack, but also there's a few samples from the other packs like sprinkled in. So this is just like a showcase of what you can do with my samples in general. Most of the samples here I haven't actually like packaged them into the pack yet, so you'll see lots of like patterns and stuff, right? But yeah, it's just I intend on this to just be like a fun tune the first drop is super playable live. Like, Took machines in there as well. No, it's super playable. So, do you need another Mowoda sample? Of course. I need all the Mowoduses. But I think I already have. You sent me once this. You called it, or I think I called it the Danny Demand DLC, which was just this like group of. It was 14 samples. Yeah. Meganova, just like that. It's all okay. Hello. Yo, what is this? Meganova.
Meet modus.
Full-on project. Yeah, yes. There's the demo track. And then there's a whole bunch of sound design involved. I wish you were feedbacking today. I have a call out for you that you'll be excited about to hear who it is with. Say it for Saturday then.
Meet modus.
I just realized there's this bunch of high-end because the automation. Why is it brighter than usual when this is off? This is off, so why is the thing brighter? And then the just like that was also a little brighter than usual.
Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that.
Okay. Yo, what Lawuka? Sorry, my abbreviations game is limited. let we know. Same. I've been making some stuff. Loki. God damn it, dude! It's like 2 more keys. It's literally three more keys. Come on, guys! It's not that hard. Need a moment. My hair has been itching right underneath the headband all evening. All stream. I haven't been able to like properly scratch it. Loki, how you see Lawuka and can't think of I just whatever the fuck you said there. And then, to showcase what you can do with the pack, I switched up BPMs. And then I made it even faster for this, like, euphoric ending thing. This is the perfect thing to close out a live set with. Thanks, Opal. This shit pissed right off, I can't lie, Loki.
Stir.
Needs more bass. What is happening with the bass? I know exactly what's happening with the bass. Guys, do you want to see just how much phase matters? Do you want to see just how much phase matters? Check this out. Did you hear that? There's more bass when it's inverted. It's a bunch more sub now. But instead of inverting it, what I would do, when it goes up, just make sure that they line up. You know, so like reposition one of the samples so it lines up perfectly. You get the most bass possible. This one definitely has more bass now. Tis the nature of phase. I would still raise the volume of the sub. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the retiming of this because many things were off here. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna do this thing here where I have 4 kicks and 4 shifts. Ba 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 ba, and then we get to the thing. Ba 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 ba, bum 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 bum. Ba 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 ba, bum bum bum. Yeah, something like that. And then also glitch the drums. Make it so they also play that bop 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 bop. So instead of sounding like they follow the, like they repeat with the kick and the prida. That's too fast. What if I got to the noise a little sooner? Sounds weird. What if instead of the 4 on the floor prida, so you do this 1/4 prida, very short prida. Okay, so like I don't know, cause we're getting into this. We're getting into that. So the way I see it, like glitching it like this, like kind of gives out that expectation that, oh shit, this is gonna do something different now. I don't know. I think I like the The longer product gives it a bit of pause before high speed. Yeah, and I don't want the pause. Ba 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 ba, right? Yeah. Just no pauses here. This whole thing is like this continuous euphoric ending. You know? It just keeps going. It just keeps going, bro. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, we'll go crazy for this part. Yeah, I'm counting on that. What the fuck is that thing on the bottom end, on the lows here? The heck is that? Get that out of my sight. Is there? Oh, I already have a. Let's use this. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Currently recoloring an entire cover, so the remix cover is in my own color scheme. Yeah. The last time I did that was for the Hanging by a Thread remix, I think. Recoloring an art. Or maybe, if you count the Volume 1 vinyl of New Year Protocol, I had to recolor the NYP cover. The like whole series cover from red to blue. So maybe if you want to count that. Yeah, that's about the right value. Let's do that. Do this. Oh, there's more sounds here. More sounds here. Okay. Still, I'll high pass a little bit more to like 100. Okay. I'm digging that. Oh. Okay. Find you another home. Oh my god, FL Studio, please. I should probably start cleaning up on all this crud of samples and RAM shit, but I can't do that yet because I'm not done like assembling the pack. Fart race indeed. Right click, select unused. I'll delete. Yeah, but that's exactly what I am doing here. It's just that right now all of them are used because they're in different arrangements. So all of this I would love to be able to delete to save up like to like free up half the RAM. But I can't just yet because I'm not done assembling the pack, so they have to stay there just in case I find anything else to assemble samples from, you know? Wow. Not really my jam here. We have the laser. There is no laser? Oh, this is the original one, yeah? Why is the laser not here? That laser is super cool. Here it is. The Texas laser. We called it the Texas laser. Whatever. So AU5 had this laser. And we recreated it in Serum. It sounds almost one-to-one. A little grittier. See that? But it sounds pretty fucking similar. I'm happy with that. And it was here. So Boom, boom. I don't really like how this intrudes on the whole boom boom boom. Wee. Oh, it's this. Okay. Just another bass jam here. Meow. I need to find the right sound for this. This sounds really clean. I want it the opposite way, dude. Okay, so the thing with the stab is this just... Okay. It just needs a more distorted, more full sounding like counterpart to this. Okay, what we got here? Too risque. This is basically what I used in the second drop, yeah. Yeah. Bow 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 bow. Okay. Let's try this. Meow. Okay. Nothing. Oh, because the filter is all the way down. And where might the filter be? Here. If I just do that. And we're back. But I don't like the metallic resonance of it. I have this thing, I think it was an Ultranova. I tend to use this as a layer for my wall of sounds nowadays. It's the Galactic slap. That last part, that's just a sustain. That bit's super useful for stuff like this. Cause see, it's just this gritty sound. Bow, 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 bow. Let's try it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, so like something here filtering it in. I'm gonna go to the end here. Let's end this here. And before the filter. What if we could add a little bit more grit? Just more noise. No? At least FL did multi-core sample processing in the new update. What? I'm sorry? Link me? What? Multi-core sample processing? Oh, like, okay. Fucking... Dude! I thought it was like a new synth or something. You had me fucking... Oh, I just read that again. Multi-core as in multi-threaded. Multi-threaded sample rendering. Get your tech jargon correct, Xylokill. It's multi-threaded sample processing. Yeah, this update, this is the version I'm on has the multi-threaded sample rendering. So yeah, stems load super fast when I'm doing. It certainly takes a lot less time than it did before. Okay, I was gonna do a little bit of this. You know, just add this layer of trash. I mean, it kind of contributes. But... I mean, okay. You've got my attention. I mean, you got my attention. Just gonna... And then the 7K can go fuck off, honestly. 7K can fuck off. That's like pretty like velvety texture. Like it.
Faster. 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 Faster.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Wow, 1, 2, 3. And then the growl for filler. Oh, womp, womp, womp. Okay, this is a nice counteract. Here. Okay, that's starting to sound a little bit cooler now. Holy CPU, Jesus Christ. Just the nature of having so much shit here. We can delete this. The automations we can also delete. This thing is single-handedly destroying the FL GUI.
Faster.
Let's start with this one a little quieter. It's just that the Meganova chant is so quiet. It's just that. Like, that's the problem. No, not that. The chant. That's the problem. Is that it's just so quiet. So if I just, you know, yeah. And then add to that the usual layer of like what, Fat Filter Saturn or whatever on the master to like finalize this hyper this is not hypertone. Hyper speak chord kind of thing.
Faster.
But yeah, this is sounding way better than what we had before. I'm gonna make this a little bit.
Faster.
What's this? Well, in reverse. That's pretty much the same, but okay, this is useful for the jump up now. Vyum, vyum, vyum. Bit more lifter. And yeah, let's make it like go all the way as opposed to re-triggering every bar. So it's like, and then here, yeah, this is the thing. That's the move. That's the movie. Action-packed movie. What's this? Okay, there's actual sub in there. Let's use it. Let's mute this. Because that is kind of a nice break for the... break. For the filler. For the... right? So we have this cool little, like, less tonal sub bass here. Why is the sub bass caught up here? Like caught off here though. Is there a? Yeah, there it is. Don't need it. Don't need to do that. Now, which one of these sounds is providing the bass? Those laser basses sound like a Star Wars war scene. I could make Star Wars scenes from for this whole sample pack. You could make like a Star Wars like fight over. Okay. Okay. This one is given the basis. But then for the prior snare. Jump up now. Yeah, it's like fully tonal, bum 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 bum, and then the sub bass here does this like atonal rumbly thing, bum 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 bum, right? You hear that? Right? It's a cool, nice little movement for the sub to have. And then it leaves space for that. But pa pa pa. Same thing here. Okay, we got the first 4 bars. Yeah. And we repeat that. Okay, first one we have the laser, and then later we have the reverse zappers for that. Ah, that's a little too lonely. What's this? Why is this not louder? Also, it's way too long up in there. Tempo shenanigans. Now the high end on this is a little bright. Ugh. Or too stereo? Maybe it's a little too wide? What's going on up here? Ah, you dirty barnacles. God damn it. Okay. That should make it a little bit more pleasant. Yeah. Lot of mixing work, lot of gain staging to be done here though. Okay, these sub basses could be sidechained a little bit more, matching the kick. Same thing here, we're just gonna copy the crowd so it's at the same volume. And then we do the reverse zapper. This we're gonna get rid of. So we just Control C, Control V. Okay, laser and growl gone. It's just a zapper. Okay, now the zapper kind of needs this, but I think I'm gonna do a bit of a like sub sweep. So effects. No sub drop. We have a sub drop. We have a hook. We have an army. We have a sub drop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Boom, 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 boom. A little too high. That's better. Now that the tempo has changed here again, the timing of the subs has also changed. So let's deal with that. I am refusing to change everything to to stretch mode because I'll make everything artifacty. And same thing here. I gotta move these in time. So at 185, they fill the grid for that one beat exactly. Wamp, wamp, wamp. I gotta figure out something for here. Let me see a little something here. Let me try a little something. Make the hit louder. Sounds to me like they just need a little boost on the low mids there. Yeah. What if we just go like all in? Okay, no, that's just dumb. But what if I were to take this off? That sounds dumb as fuck. Three sounds pretty good. 3 semitones down. Is this? Cool. So I need something on the growls here. Hello? So, what could I possibly do here? Pew, 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 pew. So like lasers, basically. How about... I had in the first build-up, I had this. Let's try taking some of that. That last resonant bit, that it had a little pan metallic thing in there. Let's try using that for the end. Whoa! Yo, okay, that's pretty interesting. Yo, what the fuck? We got like just freaking like Transformer type sound. Whoa. Okay, this one was a mistake, but this, holy dude. That was insane. Now let's look for the other one, for this one. Okay, so we've got two sets of zappers then. Pew, 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 right? So like two laser guns, you know? Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. And now I'll give it a little bit of fade out to each. And now this needs a little bit of sub, maybe? There is quite a lot of sub in there because of the kick. You know? That's providing a lot of sub. What if we pitch down the kick? For shits and giggles. Okay. Let's reverse this in. That's pretty interesting, actually. We need to figure out something different for this. Because that kick, it sounds a little too similar to this. And then at that point, I might as well just turn up the disto layer there. So I'm just gonna copy this whole thing. Does anyone have any raw style kicks I could use? Or at least like learn from? Because we tried the other day, and by the other day I mean several weeks ago, we tried to make this raw style kick kind of thing. Not that. Not that. Do I even have it? No, it's not that. Not that either. This. Found it. So what even is the key? I think it might be time to watch a video or two like the old days of like watching massive tutorials. A raw style kick tutorial. Oh boy.
Kick like Warface in.
Oh boy, it's got the like Loquendo aha voice. I know it's not the same thing, but check this out. Check this out.
Learn how to create a
Learn how to create a
Learn how to create a raw style kick like Warface in under 60 seconds. Let's start with the tail. Take a EDM
But what does it sound like? Give me the end result.
kick. Add reverb. Automate the gain and add a high cut. Add distortion.
Oh, okay.
Another EQ. More distortion. Another EQ. How about some more distortion? And finally, soundgudizer. For the
Soundgudizer.
punch, take another EDM
I never thought of soundgudizer though.
kick. EQ. Distortion. More distortion. Another EQ. More distortion.
Okay.
Another EQ. More distortion. Another EQ. Automating the gain. Add a sub-kick and put a reverb on it. Put both elements together. Voila.
Voila. Actually, the kick thing with Soundgudizer, I might be inclined to try. So let's just go into the playground thing and just try it. Hi, Dimension from the Void is not out now. No, but now that you mentioned it, it's good to know that it's not out now yet. I literally pulled up YouTube old style, like 2012 Skrillex massive tutorial style, to see what raw style kicks are made of, and apparently it's just a regular EDM kick, but like EQ'd in very strange ways to give it this like click to it. And then throw in a Soundgudizer in there. That was pretty interesting. This sounds a bit like G, right? Okay. Let's try this out. Actually, gotta tune this down to F. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I see the vision. It's kick with low pass white noise, buddy. I see the vision. I'm still not entirely convinced though. So it's just EQ distortion, but ear damage. Ah, yes. More distortion. Try with Fat Trader if you have that. Add some grit to the sound. I do have Fat Trader. I haven't used it in a very long time though. It's been a while. Ah, yes. Perfect. And it's got the like 3 FPS interface problem. Jesus Christ. Okay. still doesn't have the like click I wanted to have, you know? The like the K in Kong, you know? Maybe I just need to make it even more. Like that. Get it to sound like that again. And then. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It is starting to work. This chain looks dumb as fuck. It's fruity EQ2, EQ2, destructor, EQ2, destructor, fluctuator, EQ2, fluctuator, EQ2. It's so dumb. But it is legit starting to work. Like, what else should we do now? One last fluctuator. Oh. Okay. Let me try a little something here. What the heck? What the heck? But now it sounds like horseshit. What is that punch? What the fuck is that? I mean, yeah, that's the sound, but what? Wait, what? What if I'm gonna try a little something? Sounded better in my head, not gonna lie. The sub drop from the Poggle legitimately helped. That actually helped. Wait. Hold up. Oh, I should probably smooth that out. Just a little bit of, you know, there you go. Or just a little more. There. And then we've got that. What if, not sure about it being so pitch bendy. Let me try it. That actually added more punch. It being basically the attack being cut off. Yeah. Okay. Just you know. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Yo! Oh my god, that's somehow exactly what I wanted. That's somehow exactly what I wanted. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the shit, dude? How? That's somehow exactly what I wanted. Oh my god, this is jokes, dude. This is jokes. This is jokes. Forget Toki. Holy fuck. Like, just think just the club. Holy fuck, dude. You're officially a certified sound designer. No, I'm not. Did you see this chain? Did you see this fucking chain? Did you see this fucking chain? Give me a moment. Oh, it needs this. You tell me, what the fuck kind of chain is this? The fuck kind of chain is that? But that's how you make hardstyle kicks. The fuck is that? Oh. This is how that kick happened, by the way. And then a pogo effect. Call me AU5 now. Jesus. Okay. Yo, that is jokes, dude. That's maniacal. This is diabolical. That's diabolical, dude. What the fuck? And then this. Now you can barely hear the Meganova crowd. What have I done? You can't even hear the crowd now. What the fuck? Dude. Shit. The moment I touch it, it falls apart. It only works when you're not modifying it. Okay, this works a little better though. Oh, the sub drop totally works. The sub drop totally works. I would recommend putting the kick in a pattern and using the cut group option so you don't have to worry about the sample length changing with the tempo automations. But then what if I want to do this? Huh? And I would have to go into the pattern and then change the velocity. But what if I wanted to do this? I couldn't. You know? It's the little things. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is happening right now? Jesus, ban me from YouTube already. End this. Just end it. End it. Stop. End it. But yeah, dude, the sub dropping totally works. Is the... Okay, then I just need to increase the bass here. It's so dumb. It's so stupid, but it's also so cool. I hate that this that this even remotely works. I hate it. I fucking hate it. This sub bass kind of helps. This is stupid. This is stupid. This is fucking stupid. And then one final Pride snare here, maybe. I fucking hate it. This is shit, dude. This is shit, but in all the right ways somehow. This crash probably needs to go up. I think people are gonna be confused. What do you mean? By this concept? People are gonna wonder what the fuck did this guy take before doing this? What the fuck did Modus take for this? You know? That's what people are gonna wonder. Like, bro, are you okay? Just okay, what if well, why is the sub so quiet now? It really doesn't hit the same, does it? It really does not hit the same. How is this possible? Okay, halftime kick kinda worked. But at that point, honestly, just do the bass drop. Yeah, because what gives the kick punch is actually the body. Yeah. This is stupid. This is stupid. Could work. The fact that I'm even doing this. I gotta get it just right. Okay, so I got it to a point where the K of the Kong is less prominent. The sub is, which is, I think I kind of like that the K in the Kong is not as dumb. It's just a little more laid back in there, and the real thing is the sub. I could just do this. This is stupid. Maybe if I spread the kick a little bit. Spread it to the vice, yeah. The crash also needs to be fucked off the way? Is that the... I'm not sure, Chief. Where's the impact then? Ah, from the floor. Like... Fucked off the way. Fucked. Way doesn't even start with F, Paul. Jesus, Paul. You really need dinner now. Okay. I'll just make it quiet. The crowd is nowhere. Hardstyle originally has every drum play from the floor no matter what. Including the crash? So like just put all of the drum layers on a loop every beat. So like this. Is that like the original hardstyle? Including the crash. Weird. Tokamashini is either gonna love this or hate it. There's nothing in between. You either love this or hate it. And that goes for anyone really. You either love this or hate it. So this song, this is either gonna make the song for some people or break the song for other people. How are you guys thinking of this? What do you guys feel on this? Okay, maybe I should. Is this? Are they in phase? Because maybe if I invert the phase, I can get them to be a little bit more. Gee. Totally. It was definitely phase there. Because I feel like the kick kind of grounds it compared to the, like, with the rest of the song. It helps make it feel less disconnected. Like, this isn't the kick anymore. This has become a layer to the kick. But, like, an essential layer to the kick now. But I feel like this kind of grounds it with the rest of the song. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to feel tomorrow, but I don't know what I'm going to think tomorrow, but right now, that's fitting for me. I'm gonna do a little reverse bass like I did here. Where was it? It was here. Yeah. What if? Because we have the kick here. This is probably, the fundamental is probably conflicting with the low end of this, of the thing here. So why don't we, hold on. Why don't we start with a high pass, and then as soon as the kick plays, undo that. Oh my god! Oh well, this is high pass now, but no. The crash being all forced definitely helped, but it does have to be quieter. Yeah, like -5 is healthy. This is why I think Hostile sucks, because the kicks always need punch. Yeah, but if I do just the pure hardstyle thing like this, it no longer sounds like the rest of the track. It just sounds like its own thing. So having the kick here kind of grounds it. Let me see if by turning up the clap. Okay. Yeah. Definitely added a little ring on the high still. Whoa. Stop right there. Forget about that. We're gonna rewrite the ending to the story. Nothing here, just the pride of snare. And I'm gonna pitch this down all the way, so just bam. So like full tape stop, basically. Boy. Oh man. Bam. Bam. Like full octave down, yeah, sure. Go for it. Whatever. Who cares? Ugh. The thing is, it takes the resonance with it. All I need is the sub to go down. So let's try layering this with an actual just sub drop. Oh, doing this. No. And then fading this out is blending them in, cross-fading them. And I'm probably gonna accelerate this. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Ugh. Sounds murky. Happening here. Oh, okay. that's where it stops. Jump up now, and then there's like a glitch on the now. Laying a normal kick fixes that, but no one does it. Uh-huh. Okay, so it's not a bad thing what I did there, right? I'm gonna make it a little longer. Layer in some growls. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Like this. Bow, bow, bow. The structure here. Okay. Do a tape stop. Pow, pow, pow. Stop taking shortcuts, Paul. There you go.
Jump up now!
Pew, pew, pew.
Jump up now! Jump up now!
Then we had this.
Jump up now! Tempo now. Tempo now.
Pa, pa, pa. And then we had the 3 Pride snares here. What happened there? What happened there? What happened? Where's the automation that told you to do that? Why does it suddenly do that? Why? What? Oh, because this is on the... Fuck. Automatically assigned mixer tracks. I should stop doing that. I should really stop doing that. Because now they're all on the wrong channel. Pride snare. Channel 6. That's why I hate auto tracks FL Studio. Pa, pa, pa. What about the lower pitched ones? We had lower pitched ones here. Let's try that. Don't like that. How there's a D in there. I gotta find a better snare for that though. Let me layer that with another snare from here.
Faster.
Like that. Oh, there's probably an automation. This is probably being controlled by an automation. Bing pom pom. Gotcha.
Faster.
I still need a fair bit of punch down there. What if I do this same thing but just lower pitched? Okay, I kind of like that idea. Let's raise this one a little more. Now, let's have these be resample instead of stretch. That's gonna make that transient a little snappier. Yeah. Big. So, this one a little shorter. Exactly. Just huge, fat. And the Pride snare, probably gonna do the same thing. So this is an octave of range either way, and then link to controller. Oh, found it. Okay. Okay. Beep bop bob. Is that the exact same key? Like the exact same tuning? Beam bom bom. It's very close. Hold on. Okay, it's very close. It's only 100 cents off. Pretty sure it's only 100 cents off. Yeah. Yeah, and then just all the noise you can get. Little more. Okay. Get a little repeated kick and then run dun dong. Yeah. Run dun dong. Like double kick here. Yeah. Now, reverse kick. Let's try that. But only at the end here. Only at the end there, yeah. And then just tons of machine sounds like we had for the filler here. That's one. That's gonna be another one, for sure. But the other way. Nah. It has to be pew pew. There has to be a little bit of sidechain though. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, something like that. A little bit more sub. Let me just use this for a sub. Resample. For example. Eh. We had zaps, right? Like, not this, the other zap. That was snappier. Drop zapper. This one. Surely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jump up now. And then just massive glitch on the master for this. Jump up now. You know. Ah. D-bloom stretch. Something like that. Yeah, jump up now. Whoa. Oh, I completely forgot the crash. That's gonna add a lot of impact. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right. Okay. We got the drilling machine, huh? And now, dude, if only there was a way. Do you guys know if there's a way to randomize? So like, I do this, right? Like, say it was pulse. Is there a way to randomize the amount of, like, just do like random stairs the way you can do them in Vital? Probably not. I would have probably figured it out by now. I don't think there's a way to randomize stairs. Filter, create sequence. Okay, that's close enough, but it's not really what I want. FP controller. I'd rather just do it manually like that, like this. You know? Let me see. Whoa! Okay. And then make it faster for some points. Like, make it do weird shit. Yeah. Yeah! And then just turn it to hypertone at the end there. Yeah! Please. Get that shit off. Get that shit off my ears. and then change the ratio, automate the ratio. So once we're at the hypertone part, then we automate the ratio. So we can make it even more hypertone. We do stairs like that, and that's just. What happened? What just happened there? I need to record that. I have to record that. I can't not record that. What the heck? Actually, I'm gonna make it so it keeps going down. So it keeps going like that. Spaceship flying off into... Yeah, but I feel like that has to be a layer somewhere. This bit, this has to be a layer somewhere. Holy DC offset. Holy DC offset. Oh no. Like, I feel like this has to be part of the impact. Part of the last impact. Pew, pew, pew. Like this. Jump up, no. I feel like this has to be part of the impact. Okay, we're better off without the ratio. Damn. The joy of making glitches. Okay. What else? Why is there that little, like, reverb thingy? Is it because of the hold? Okay, let me record the result of the stretch. So, like this. Yeah, that. Joy. Pure joy. This is pure joy. Man doesn't need a woman to be happy. It just needs deep blue stretch. And then loop this one. That last part is just pure bliss. I mean, look at it. Look at it. The beautiful waveform. Hot. It's a hot waveform. I can't help but look at its peaks and troughs. Look at it. It's just pure bliss. Ah, yes. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Wow. Truer words have never been said. Beautiful. I think that might be it. I think that might be it. Save for maybe a few changes, like a few polishing changes here and there, but I think we might be done with Meganova. What? Can you believe it? Can you guys believe it? Can you guys believe it? After how many weeks? How many weeks have we been working on Meganova? Because it's several months at this point, right? It's several months at this point. Many. Thank you for the insightful insight. Confiltry stretch goodness. That's literally what I'm calling it. Confiltry stretch goodness. So, you guys want to hear the whole thing? Hi Opal, we just made hypertone at the end of Meganova. There, see that? Cool. I think we might be done with Meganova, guys. I think that might have been it. This can all fuck off now. I never stop streaming. They call me the streamer. What? I think that might have been it. So, do you guys want to do one full pass? Do you guys want to hear Meganova? Do we go for it? I mean, I probably know the answer to this, but Let's do it. Yeah? Let's do this.
Super. Hyper. Ultra.
Actually, no more. I don't want to hear it. Just disclaimer, the volume is all over the place. Some sections are way louder than others. One, two, three, four.
Meet modus. Just like that.
All right, get ready, boys. Get ready.
Faster.
Yo! Woo! Meganova! The ending definitely felt like a Meganova. It felt like you were being elevated and fucking torn to shreds. Energetic. Boom indeed, boom. Yeah, listening to the whole drop, honestly, nothing jumped out to me that was like... Usually, when I do one full pass, after finishing production, I always spot something weird on the part that I've just been working on. Today was not the day. Honestly, the kick definitely helped with connecting the kick definitely helped as a connective tissue to this whole part with the Kong in there, with the new Kong. That definitely helped. Like the Kong feels like it kind of belongs now. Nice. One last thing. Let me just try out something here. Not there. Here. Yeah. Like this. Or maybe not. Maybe the last one not having reverb maybe helps with the shock factor. put my electricity set on the end. Not your sound, but I have something here. I have the Splinter Cell night goggles thing. This is it. Nah, I actually can't do that because it's part of it's not part of the pack. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't do it because this is a sample pack demo. But brother. All right. Should next week just be mixing and mastering then? Should I just organize the stems off camera and get them exported for next Tuesday so we can do mixing and mastering then? We just do that. Mixing and mastering session with Paul A.K. Modus. So just like we did with Snowblind, minus the new camera angle, because that's a bitch to set up. So yeah, we'll just have this same layout, and we'll just do mixing and mastering. How about that? Woo! Alright, well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight's stream. We did I think we did a pretty good job so far. Well, we did finish Meganova in the end. So I'll get this exported in the next few days, stems, whenever I find time. We'll just save this, mix and master session for next Tuesday. Maybe, like, chances are we'll have the mix and master ready in less than 3 hours. Chances are it'll be slightly faster than that. It'll take, I predict, 2 to 2.5 hours at most. Because the only thing that we really need to do is stabilize each section, which that's more of a mastering thing with the gain automation on the limiter, the master gain, that is. Yeah, it's just, I don't see anything like too major. The main thing is gain staging for sure. Getting the crowd to be more present in the mix for sure, because Meganova Jump Up Now just wasn't really hitting the way I wanted it to hit. But yeah, we'll see how that goes next Tuesday, okay? Like that's a problem for next week's Paul. That's a problem for future Paul, not for present Paul. I think present Paul has done his job today. So guys, thank you all so much for joining and sticking around until the very end. Remember that this Friday, we're not doing Friday Chill, we're doing a Telebis project breakdown. So grab your popcorn and your notepad maybe. Because we will be breaking down the entirety of the track. we'll be taking a look at the production project file, the vocal mixing session, and the mixing and mastering project file. Those last two are on the same project. So there's the vocal mixing and the master are both on the same thing. Subway Surfers 2 has a new map with a song. It sounds like if you wanted to make a song for this game. What? Sounds like if you wanted to make us, dude. Is there a game? Well, yeah, there are games where I would love to make music. Panzer Dragoon, motherfucker. Like if I Sega, listen here. There's probably no bigger Panzer Dragoon fan. There's probably no bigger Panzer Dragoon fan that's also a musician. So, apart from maybe the composer of the original soundtrack. So, this sounds like a Modus made song for this game. Huh. Just maybe DM me. Hi, Callium. We were just about to wrap up. Sorry that you joined late. But yeah, we've been live for 3.5 hours, and we just finished a tune. Yeah, this Friday, Telebits Project Breakdown, full project, full production session, vocal mixing, and mixing and mastering for the whole song with vocals. And then Saturday, we're back with feedback. So all of you that have been DMing me lately with how to get feedback, how do I send you previews? You save all that for Saturday, okay? Until then, I've been Paul, aka Modus. Have a great rest of your evening, night, whatever, whenever. And yeah, I'll see you on Friday for the project breakdown. As always, until next time.